Welcome to a new daily top AskReddit video. Today's topic.
What's something that's not considered sexual but it's hot as hell? Watching a man teach a kid something and being patient as hell the whole time. Doesn't matter what. Riding a bike, sounding out letters, behaving in public, but being super patient and calm about it. Few things turn me on more than a man being a great dad. Trait biology at its best. Confidence. Not arrogance, just a calm self-assuredness. First day of an acting class in college and we were all sitting on the dirty floor of a black box theater waiting for the course to start. People would come in, look around, and squat or sit. Gorgeous girl wearing a peach dress comes in, takes one look around, and turns around. Comes back in a minute later dragging a chair she found somewhere. No self-consciousness about being one of 20 in a chair. Not arrogant, just knew what she wanted. Swoon, we have been married for 35 years. I knew what I wanted too. Sure, this wasn't Men in Black tryouts. A man who is not a hothead and is cool under pressure. Yes. I'll add to that, it's such a turn-off to me when guys explode in anger and want to fight. Gross. I see red when I'm angry, I just black out, greater than sad face. A man while cooking hot face. My husband cooks and when he does, he starts singing. Lord help me. Hot face. What the heck, my BF gets so frustrated when he cooks I have to leave the room. Animals liking the person. When the cats and dogs flock to her when she comes home. This is my husband. H is introverted and quiet, but dogs go crazy over him. They all just fall in love with him. We recently adopted a 5-year-old rescue pup that doesn't typically trust men. But she adores him. I mean, I don't exist if he's in the room. She can't take her eyes off him or stop smiling. It's really sweet. Cats and kids too. They all love him. I remember when he and I first met, I saw how children and animals innately trusted him and felt comfortable, and I knew he was a good soul. My wife says the same thing. She trusted me the first week we met cause I sat at a friend's house and all 3 of their animals came and laid on me. I also have a cat that hates every single other living thing on the planet, except for me, whom she cuddles the shit out of. I'm introverted and quiet and I just want to pet all of the animals. A woman putting her hair up in a ponytail. Oh man, when my girlfriend and I were on our second date, I was in the middle of telling a story and she started putting her hair back in a ponytail and my brain just shut off and I stopped talking mid-sentence. I don't know what it was, but in that moment she looked so beautiful to me and I was completely distracted. It took me a few seconds to compose myself and continue my story. I equate it to a man rolling up his sleeves. My grandmother did something very old school at a church social. Another woman was giving a lecture to another woman. My og handed me her purse, said, "Hold this, dear." Walked over to the very loud and proud. Not sure what was said, but half a dozen old ladies decided to walk away, and the 4 old guys just froze and grinned. Loud and proud walked out the door. I asked my mom about it later, and she said, Mom grew up with Marines and farmers. If she wants to say something important she speaks quietly and only once. I was not impressed so I asked my pop. He said, "Did she hand you her purse?" "Yay. That's because she needs both hands for the shovel." Since then I have been a fan of women when they set aside the bling and get ready to work. I went back to school in my 30s. It was a big deal, long story. My husband, without missing a beat, bought the university logo sweatshirt when I was in my first year and has been wearing it regularly since. It's so faded and beat up now, but he still wears it proudly. It's just quietly emblematic of his constant support of me. He is passionately supportive of my goals and efforts, always. It just hits on a whole nother level. Silliness. A person that doesn't take themselves too seriously. A good balance. Serious when the situation calls for it and fun when it doesn't. I saw a guy at the bar last night who was the first guy on the dance floor and he was being a silly but confident little goose with his dance moves and I swear, I saw our future together. Alas, he was married, but damn, he got me tripping for a moment. I believe it. Silly and don't care who sees it. A perspective I can respect. That's a dude having a good time. Professionally dressed women, in their 30s 40s in an airport walking with purpose. Bonus points for nice luggage. Yeah, I know. Judge me. Edit. To everyone making the assumption that this fictional woman is in high heels, short skirts, or slutty librarian glasses, no. My fictional woman has a job, takes it seriously, and isn't dressing up for us. Is she attractive? Yes. Is she a porn star? No. Hell yeah dude, law and order hot, is what I call it. Done. With fingernails that shine like justice. And a voice that is dark like tinted glass. She is fast, thorough, and sharp as a tack. My wife says seeing me cleaning or doing laundry. I think it's just a ploy though. I love seeing my man doing chores, but it's more about the fact that he's taking some stress off my shoulders. I'm more likely to initiate or enjoy sexy times when I'm not thinking about the pile of stinky dishes in the sink. For me, it's when they put their arm behind the passenger headrest when reversing. So, picture this, my newly single friend and her two tiny humans piled into my magnificent Firebird. Now, I'm executing a flawless reverse maneuver, you know, the cool one arm draped over the passenger headrest move. Suddenly, a pint-sized voice pipes up from the back, all righteous indignation, "Hey! Get your hands off mommy." Turns out, the 4-year-old thought my casual driving posture was some kind of hostile takeover of his maternal unit. 20 years later, and we still crack up about the time my innocent backing technique nearly instigated a preschooler beatdown. Being good at something. My wife is the most capable person I've ever met. She doesn't need me, but she loves and wants me. She is my sun and my stars. Please don't settle on a lazy partner. It's hard. My husband said that to a landlord once when we were doing a move-in walkthrough. The guy was saying something to my husband about handiwork and husband goes, "Oh. No, she's the handy person in the house." Landlord goes, "Oh, man, that's gotta be hard sometimes." Without missing a beat he goes, "No, not at all. It means she wants me, she doesn't need me. Besides, I'm handsy around the house, not handy." Quote, "I'm handsy around the house, not handy. Stealing this, thank your husband for me." Voice. Doesn't have to be saying anything flirty or sexual, just the tone. You could read me a chimichurri recipe and I'd still get turned on if your voice is nice enough. 1 cup tightly packed chopped parsley leaves. 1 cup tightly packed chopped cilantro leaves. 1/4 cup red wine vinegar. 1/2 onion, coarsely chopped. 5 cloves garlic. 1 teaspoon coarse salt. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. 1 teaspoon hot pepper flakes. 1 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper. 1/2 cup extra virgin olive oil. And I have the voice of Mufasa. Maintain eye contact with the person while you talk. There are looks that excite you while you are simply conversing. Cries in Asperger's. Pats shoulder in Asperger's. The most fun is when, looking in each other's eyes, you're both getting turned on, and you both know you're both getting turned on, but you keep having a normal conversation until one of you just can't take it anymore. Intelligence. I dominate the shit out of the little activities on the paper menus at restaurants, even when I get the shitty crayons. Some people are just high functioning, you know. I try really hard to be worthy of my gift. Sundresses, they probably weren't designed or intended to be sexual, but yeah. Man, I love women in sundresses. Some guys absolutely kill it as well. A man chopping wood. A couple of years ago my wife bought me a very nice splitting axe as a birthday gift. I was over the moon, but I always suspected that it was as much a gift for her as it was for me. Any gender chopping wood tbh. When I found out I couldn't marry Robin in Stardew, imagine my extreme disappointment. I had the good fortune of TikTok thinking I'm a lesbian even though I'm straight dude, female lumberjacks, goddamn. Thorin Bradley has entered the chat. And he cares about all people too. He's awesome. A man with sleeves rolled up, exposing forearms, but particularly if those arms are immersed in a sink of dishes he is washing smiley face. Really it's the forearms and hands getting used, when you can see the muscles tense and arg. Drooling face. You just want me to do the dishes, don't you? In fairness, if me doing the dishes got my spouse all hot and bothered up, I'd do the dishes every fucking day gladly. A man who is a sucker for animals. My boyfriend won me over when he baby talked to my cat and dog. He is a big tough guy and to watch him get down on the ground to talk to my babies, it was love. He also has a dog who is a stubborn old man but you can't help but adore him. We have since combined our family and even added another cat to the mix. It's chaos in the best way. The sluttiest thing a man can do is love his cat. My god, I'm a slut. Emotional maturity. A gentleman holding a sleeping baby. This is a time I've never felt hotter. Friends had a daughter, and she was being fussy. Mom and dad were obviously tired and over it. I just said, let me take her. So they went out into the backyard, I fed her and put her back down. It was a gathering, so several women were present, watching. Every single one of them told me how hot that was. Something I'll never forget. We love a man who takes charge instead of acting clueless and expecting a woman to take care of it. Definitely sexy. Female car mechanics. I find women who are in male-dominated jobs sexy. They usually do it better too. Like Audrey Ramirez from Atlantis, Disney movie. Happiness. When you meet a smiling and happy person you begin smiling yourself. This is very attractive. A good sense of humor. My husband is the funniest person I know. He's so much fun to talk to. I find the pastrami to be the most sensual of all the salted, cured meats. Flew too close to the sun on wings of pastrami. Being a good parent, being good with kids. Nothing hotter than a responsible and caring person. My husband holding his kids. OMFG, my ovaries. I could have had a million babies with him and not be over how he looks holding babies. Talking to them in a patient tone, smiling and telling them he loves them, letting them climb on him and play horsey. I am in menopause. The kids are in high school and college. Good Lord, my husband is fine. May this type of love find me one day. Amen. Folded hands. Anyone with a great laugh. A man turning the steering wheel or man doing single-handed reverse thing. Must have been hard to get laid before cars were invented. Hold on love, let me put this horse in reverse. Must have.